The same technology that lights up digital clocks can also make our pavements and street corners brighter than ever. LED streetlights use tiny light-emitting diodes instead of bulbs to light up the night. They're brighter and more energy efficient than traditional streetlights, and they can last for 30 years or more without changing a bulb. The light fixture in an LED streetlight is made up of two key parts: the tiny LED lights and the lamp heads that hold them. Each LED is about the size of a pea, and they arrive at the factory already mounted in long circuit boards that go into the streetlights, 20 LEDs to a board. But before the circuit boards go into the lamp heads, a pick-and-place robot builds a set of lenses for each board. The robot places the lenses or optics in trays of 20 that are designed to fit right over the 20 LEDs in each strip. Once they're installed in the streetlights, these little optics focus the light from each of the individual LEDs with laser-like precision, so that all the light is aimed directly at whatever the whole lamp is supposed to light. That way, there's no bleed-off to other areas and no dimming around the edges of the light, like you see with traditional streetlights. The result is a light that is not only brighter and more focused, but also more energy efficient. Thanks to these little optics, an LED streetlight can burn up to 7 times brighter than a traditional streetlight on less than half the energy. When all 20 optics are in place, a worker collects the lens trays from the robot and places an LED circuit board face down in each tray. Then the trays with the LEDs inside are mounted in the lamp heads. 2 strips to a lamp. Then they are tested to be sure all 40 LEDs light up. In another area of the factory, there are still more parts to be made before the lights are finished. The aluminium housings that hold all the electrical work for the streetlights are weatherproofed. To do this, they use the same rigorous process that's used to rust-proof cars, so they'll hold up as long as the lights. To start with, the parts are dunked by overhead conveyors into a dozen different chemical baths that clean and pre-treat the aluminium. Then, in the final vat, the aluminium is sealed inside the rust-proof coating. The secret to the rust-proof coating is an electric charge that's sent through the solution while the aluminium parts are in the vat. The charge attracts the coating to the aluminium, the way steel is attracted to a magnet. And the airtight bond between the aluminium and the coating means no moisture or air can get through it to the metal and cause it to rust. But that special electrode-charged coating can be destroyed over time by one thing: sunlight. So the housings get one more coating. This time with an ultra-durable plastic-based paint that protects the rust-proofing from sunlight. The paint is baked onto the housings in an oven at 200 degrees. Once they cool, the aluminium housings and the LED lights can finally come together. But first, the housings receive a silicon lining. That forms a gasket when the tops and bottoms are joined together. The work is done by a robot that is able to dispense the silicon within 20 seconds of it being mixed. That's important, because if the silicon sits for too long, it won't dry properly and the gasket could leak. To complete the street light, the lamp head, with the LEDs already inside, is connected to the rust-proof housing, which is wired for power. Workers connect the wires to the LED lights, and everything is tested one last time. If the light passes, the electrical work is closed up inside the housing. And this street light is ready to be mounted on a pole and light up the night for the next 30 years.